How's it going to get in there, man? Alright, now I'm going to show you how to do a tic-tac. Give you something else to work on. This is what the finished product's going to look like. Oh, hold on, no. Yeah, okay. It's kind of like a split time reel. I want to say just you've got one of them going in a different direction. Yeah, because that's how you flow up into the butterfly. Okay, but yeah. So what we're going to start doing is you're going to take your right hand, and it always helps me with staying in wheel plane, you know what I mean? Or wall plane, technically. This is wall plane, this is wheel plane. And it always helps me staying in wall plane by literally looking down at my toes and making sure the poi is passing over my toes every time. Another thing that some of my friends, like some of my other flow homies and stuff like that, do is they'll literally just take it up against the wall. Like, find a wall in your house and just keep your hand right here and get as close as you can to it to make sure that you have discipline in your walls, because that's where, like, you get a lot of the tech stuff is people showing, like, that discipline in their planes, and then they can start bending them and stuff. But I digress. So we're spinning here, we're going over our toes. I'm going outward. I think this would be still considered forward. Yeah, but just like with the split time hip reels, as the poi goes up, as it passes like right there, I'm gonna just let it. I'm gonna take my arm. I'm gonna lock my elbow out. Make sure you keep a straight arm. If you start like bending it and stuff, you're getting closer to snaking, but it's gonna make it harder to learn the move. So I'm going across, and then as it comes up, it goes right back down. If you've never spun with your arm behind you, this is gonna like be difficult. But a lot of problem people run into is they don't put their arm far enough behind them, so it hits them. But my solution that I always tell people is if you lock out your elbow, all you have to do is push your arm out further behind you. You know what I mean? But if you start bending your elbow, it just keeps that plane up right towards you. No matter where you're at, if I just bend it, it's going to hit me. So like I said, you really want to just like flex out the arm. I tell people it's like that workout that, I don't know if you played sports or not like that, but I played wrestling and football. So they had this little weight where you'd have to lock your elbows out and turn the little weight with your hands to pick and bring the weight up. So it's that same idea of locking out your elbow and then just letting it fall behind you. Now, if you see my wrist, like, and a lot of thing that people do get caught up is they try to turn their wrist like this. You see how that forces my entire shoulder to go with it? You don't want that. So think about taking your hand and just going like that, like you're scooping. Like scoop, scoop. So yeah, so we're gonna be here, and then we scoop, and then you bring it back. But when I say bring, so when it's behind you, same principle. As it comes up, you're gonna let the poi fall back in front of you. And on the left side, same thing. We're going outward with our spin. And as the poi go up, it's right there, we're just going to let it fall behind us. But we're doing the same scoop. And as long as you lock that arm out and push the arm out, you're not going to hit your body. But like I said, it's going to take a little time to develop that muscle memory if you haven't messed with moves back here yet. But I definitely recommend it. Alright, now all together. For me, I've always found it's easier to start a move like this when the poi are going in two different directions. With like that, like a little like sway. Like it's kind of funny, but I used to always teach my friends who were flowing, who were like getting into it, that the best way to learn something like a tic-tac is to really poi fu this motion. You know what I mean? Like we used to have a dance, like I know I look stupid, but I'm telling you, do this for like a minute, and this move will come to the actual fluid motion. The motion will become a lot easier. So okay, so we're here. I usually start with my right hand going back, so that way I can just turn it in front, and my left hand in the forward. So as the right hand comes around, the left hand's moving back. If that makes sense, yeah. But you see what I mean? You can even like exaggerate it, but I do, like I said, I start out, I guess locking out the elbows does feel a little uncomfortable at first. You just have to have that turn to it. That helps. But yeah, so work on this one for a little bit, drill it. Because from this spot, that's where I break into like a lot of, like, you see me do stuff like this, and butterflies and all that stuff. It all stems from existing in this plane. And once you get this down, then you can work on turning it up, getting up here. It's the same thing. See what I mean? Alright, I see you there, lights. Calm down.